Hey, what is happening, everybody? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm live for now. Waiting a few minutes. David should be along very shortly. Uh, hey, what's up, Tommy? How are you, man? Uh, Honestly, I'm just okay. It's been kind of a weird day, man. Work was different. Put it that way. Uh, you're given a task or whatever, you got to complete it, and you're told you're not. They have no idea how it's got to get done. It's just got to get done, and let's just say safest choice isn't always the best choice. Sometimes you just gotta roll the dice, and I mean, I got lucky; it worked out in my favor, so I'll just go with that. But man, there's been a lot going on WWE wise. They are really kicking it into overdrive for Mania coming up. Roman Reigns is going to be showing up this coming Monday. Um, AJ Styles, is apparently going to go after Karrion Cross. Didn't those two guys have interactions already? TNA, maybe. I don't recall entirely, but I'm interested to see that dynamic over. I'm more interested in that over AJ and Logan Paul, to be honest with you. I really don't care for Logan Paul. I don't care for his brother either, but I mean, that's just me. Um, can the guy perform in the ring? Yeah. Is it probably going to be entertaining? More than likely, but uh, it's just one of those things. I really don't care what they do as long as it's good. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, somebody mentioned to me about the camera angle, and I should probably have the camera pointing back down at me. Because now you're looking at, like, it looks like I'm looking up. Well, I'm looking at the screen, and the camera's right here instead. I don't have it mounted up any longer, and I haven't had it mounted up since I moved. But uh, man, last Monday's Raw was something odd. Dude, having Burt Kreischer on the show was just weird to me. But it worked, so it was fun. There was a lot of good build up coming. Rhea Ripley's nose getting broken. Is that going to change the dynamic of the match? Because Io Sky hit her perfectly, and Rhea's face went dead into Bianca's shoulder. So, ah, is that going to change anything for Mania? I don't know. It may very well. But either way, Monday Night Raw started off with that. Didn't it start off with a contract signing? I believe it did. But then we got Lyra and Bailey. That was an awesome matchup. Oh, hello, Christine. How are you doing? Hello to you as well. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. That's going to be awesome. Welcome. And we're going live next Thursday. We're going to have a bunch of people. One that I know of, one new podcast show is actually joining the roundtable for the WrestleMania roundtable, which is we're going to basically take everybody and we're all going to be in a line and we're going to talk about the matches throughout the night. And basically, everybody's just going to give a prediction. We're going to try to keep a score tab or a tally thing going on. Um, I'm seeing a lot of reports coming out about Seth Rollins needs this win. No, he does not need this win. In all actuality, I think that Seth Rollins is only in the match to take the loss. And I'm sticking with my guns and saying that CM Punk is going to win the main event on night one by pinning Rollins, which gives us Roman and Punk as a feud. It carries that feud further, which is perfect. That's a good way to go. In my opinion, that is going to be the way to go. WWE's Golden Boy in Roman and the fans' Golden Boy in CM Punk. I don't see anything better for either man right now for the next 3 months, maybe 6 months than that. So that's my opinion. What is up, Dale? How are you doing, man? I saw a post featuring you the other day, and I wanted to say congratulations. So that was going back to Lyra Valkyria and Bailey. That was a solid matchup. I really enjoyed that match. Bailey is doing some of her best work right now as an in-ring performer. She was awesome in NXT Black and Gold. There's no doubt about it. When she came to the main roster, it kind of staled and soured, and then she kind of floundered for a while. I think she is doing some of her best work right now as a wrestler, as a character on the microphone. I think she's doing amazing right now. Bailey is one of the best women wrestlers to watch. I understand she's not in the title picture. She doesn't need to be. She is just simply one of the best to watch right now. Period. Um, El Grande Americano and the Creed brothers defeat Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wild, and Dragon Lee. Uh, Super impressive. Fantastic matchup. I have gotten to the point where I'm. Do you have anything better building for the Americans versus the Luchas? It kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like we're stuck in that, and we've been stuck in that for a while. Uh, Ernesto, great to see you, my friend. I hope all is well. I think El Grande is Chad Gable. I think you're right. Let's see here. Appreciate you putting the show over at Cavendish 2 weeks ago. We ended up with 129 people in the building, and we have another show this Saturday at Pitt's Wheel with free admission. Dude, congratulations! 129 is a good crowd for that Gastonia market. That's anything 75 or over in the Gastonia market's a solid crowd. Um, I and the only reason I say the Gastonia market is because I know that market a little bit from dealing with a couple of other companies that I've worked with, and a couple of other talent that I've worked with throughout the day or throughout the years. So you guys getting in 129 people is pretty sick. Very very cool. I definitely like that. Hey Brian Scott, how are you doing, man? And Chad Gable trying to be a luchador is disgraceful. So, all right, I'm going to go with this. Gable can work any style. Legitimate Olympic level wrestler, Chad Gable. But for him to be able to do the lucha moves as well, when that wasn't his forte in professional wrestling, is nothing short of extraordinary. And it really shows the range, the depth, and the caliber of the competitor that he is. So I really do like um, Chad Gable as far as an in ring performer goes. On the microphone, it's gotten stale. The whole shoosh and whatever, it's just gotten old. But the actual performer, Chad Gable, is fantastic. He is an excellent talent, and as long as he stays clear from injuries, I mean, I don't see a future world's heavyweight or WWE champion, but I do see United States and um, an intercontinental things like that. I do see a solid mid card, maybe, and even main eventing a couple of times. Competitor out of him. The reality is that we've had stars in the past where they were able to put the mid card titles up to the level of being in the main event. We have seen the Intercontinental title go for the main event at shows before. I believe Chad Gable is that caliber of a competitor. On the microphone, I don't know. He's no. I mean, realistically, he's no LA Knight. If I had to put a name on somebody that I thought that was able to take that and run with it, as far as being in a mid card title, but the main event of a show, 100%, 100%. I believe it would be. Oh, wasn't something going on? Anyway, I thought, dude, I've got two phones. I've heard something vibrating, and oh, it was that one. My bad. Anyway, but regardless or whatever, uh, I think he's a solid competitor. So the photos Dale looks solid. Great job on that. Um, hey, Ghazi, how are you? Ghazi has a show coming up on April 20th. I got to get the flyer and be sure to put that up for you guys as well. Understand the luchadors from all walks of life. Jerry Lynn was a luchador in WCW, known as JL before he went to ECW, right? Uh, I don't know if portraying a luchador is an insult to them because I just I feel like anybody could be a luchador if you embraced the lucha libre style of life or style of wrestling. Um, you know, if you put a mask, and I'm gonna put it to you like this: if you put a mask on the Young Bucks, and you didn't know who they were, like they each wore lucha masks, you would swear they were lucha wrestlers. Look at the way they wrestle. That's luchador stuff to me. It's all the same. I I don't know why I like more of the. I prefer lucha over flippy, if that makes sense. Like I'm sure that sounds atrocious to people, but the way I look at it is um you've got all these different moves and everything that can be done, and it gets overwhelming watching some of these AEW programs. There's just so much flipping and flying and everything else. But you throw a mask on everybody, and it's luchador, and or it's lucha libre wrestling, and it's wow, it's a whole new ball game. And here to weigh in on that is David Estacado, my favorite unmasked luchador ever. Um, but
And it's funny that you mentioned Santos Escobar because I feel like he's so underused. Like the guy has, and I know that you disagree because you feel like the fans don't really haven't embraced him yet. But I think
they,
he's there. And again, that's a good Ricochet, Santos, Swerve, great in Lucha
I
Underground.
I think he's a good wrestler. The problem is tangibility, and it's all right, man. We walk into Baskin and Robbins, and there's 31 flavors, right? Everybody wants a different flavor of ice cream. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody likes everything the same. So a good variety show has a little bit of everything. I'm not trying to be, arrogant about it. WWE has the variety show locked down
True.
because they've got, you know, who's all right, so who's sleeping with who, the Rhea Dom and Liv thing. So there was some drama, there was some soap opera there. There was the who killed Kennedy, but it was really who attacked Jade. And we've seen that crap a million times. Think about back in the day, I did it for The Rock. It was, and then it was me, Austin, it was me all along. We've seen that who done it forever. We've seen that who done it forever, right? But it was still the drama to draw you into the storyline. You know, paranormal powers and the Undertaker. You got the flyers, you got the tech, you got the wrestling, the grappling. You've got it all. WWE, in my estimation, does the best job of having everything encompassed on the program.
I'll give you that. And can we give like the very first episode on the Netflix, right? Penta.
Oh God,
Uh
it was great.
over.
It was
Over.
great. It's awesome. Oh, dude, he's over. But here's the thing: um, being over and staying over are not the same thing, bud. Um, I was excited to see Andrade come back. I was excited. Ghazi, if you are still here, please send me the latest flyer or I'll have to go get one. But I've got to, if I get it by the end of the night, I'll definitely advertise it. For you.
Well, it's not really the culture. It's a different style of wrestling, and there is a culture, almost a religious aspect to it because it stems from Mexico. It's just a different style. There's no disrespect. I mean, it's a very
Right.
respected aspect of wrestling,
Yeah, it is a respected aspect. It's an art
and
form.
it has its own set of rules and stipulations as well.
And I mean look at the Rey Mysterio's grandfather and Eddie Guerrero's father and Chavo and all them. They've got lineage. They've got legacy in lucha. Dating back generations. Thank you, Gazi. Love you, bud. Um, see how dude. Look, hold on. I asked for a flyer during a live show, and it was sent to me immediately. God forbid I send a text message saying, "Hey, man, can I get the latest flyer for the show coming up in a month?" Yeah, it's just awful. Thank you, Gazi. Um, but either way, yes, I agree. I agree that it is ingrained. My whole thing is if you look at people like Andrade, um, maybe it'll come to Penta. I like the fact that Phoenix already debuted and debuted independently from Penta. I feel like we're going to get Lucha Bros, but
Oh,
they
we're
don't want
definitely
to.
getting Lucha Bros. Most
But
definitely
they
getting Lucha
don't want
Bros.
to give us Lucha Bros right now, which makes me happier. Give us some time to get a good tag team roster established. Because your tag teams right now, you've got A Town Down Under, which is pretty lame. You've got DIY. I like DIY. You've got the Creed brothers. I like the Creeds as wrestlers. They need some work on the mic drastically. They need some work on the microphone. That's just my opinion. I really do think that they need some love on the mic. They need to work on that.
You polish it up a little bit. Work
Polish
on
it
the
up a little
microphone.
bit. No, 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 no. The one guy. All right, so there's two of them, and there's one that's really cut, and there's the one that's kind of a big dude, but still athletic as hell. I can't remember. Brutus. Brutus is the bigger one, right? Anyway, I can't remember the other one's name. He looks like a deer in headlights every time the microphone's in his face. He just looks shocked and awe, like awful. The other guy has that confidence, but he doesn't have the charisma to deliver it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I watch people's vocal patterns, and I watch how they handle that mic, and they're handling that camera, and you can see a certain panache about people. And some people can have the look. Man, we can name some people on the indies. They can have the look, and they can have the work. But when you put them in front of a camera, they can't cut a promo.
Hmm.
If you're more comfortable in the ring, do that promo in the ring.
Yeah.
Please. It's gonna put you further. There are guys, young guys in the game, guys that have been. I mean, I hate to say young guys in the game. I'm just going to say a couple of guys. Just for example, let's use some talent. Luke Fury, right? Luke Fury's been wrestling a couple years, right? But has he been, you know, everywhere? No, of course he hasn't. He's been wrestling for a good couple of years. But now that he's just now turned 18, he's now able to go further. That kid cuts some killer promos. He cuts killer promos for his age and his level. He
Mm-hmm.
kills it. Look at Brino Royce. Brino Royce was always good on the promo. Brino Royce was always good on the microphone. And the guy doesn't have to be everywhere. He's impactful where he is. That's what matters. I liked watching. Do you remember the other guys back when Stu was just producing, random videos?
Mm-hmm.
I loved watching it because it was so fun and it was so unique.
It's a lost
That's what
art.
I'm.
It's very few
That's what
people
I'm
are doing
talking
that and
about.
continuing with it. Yeah.
All right.
Rayhan being one. His promos
Oh my
always hit.
God, Rayhan, Drew Hood, Cam Jackson. Like these are the masters of the microphones for our area. James Johnson does so much better than people give him credit
I
for
agree.
anything. But if you say, "Oh, James Johnson's great," all of a sudden you're going to be you know you're going to be on somebody's crap list because of saying that you know he's a good wrestler. That's the most asinine thing that I can think of is calling somebody a good wrestler and you're on somebody's crap list. Really? Nah, it don't work that way, brother. James Johnson is one of my favorite people to be around and watch. And him versus Rhett Titus was the best thing I've seen in a long time. Those people, like, look, I'm sitting there, my kids are here, and we're watching the show, and we're in a bar. And there's about 200 people, maybe 300 people in this bar room, right? The crowd did not really get it. They did not really understand what they were dealing with until they started listening and paying attention and really seeing the match for what it was. And oh god, these two guys can really do this stuff. And it took about a third of the match for the crowd to get into it. No lie. But once the crowd got into it, they were just impressed and clapping. It sounded like Japan in there. They were
Nice.
clapping instead of cheering so much. I was like, this is wrestling. I love this stuff. It was so good. Um James is an actual angel.
Yeah.
I really do.
Love,
I really do
love him
believe.
and the family.
Oh
Absolutely
yeah,
great. Every
the
single one of
whole
them.
the whole family is fantastic. James to me is an absolute saint. It was a great match. But like I say, my bad. We were talking about, hey Cliff, how are you?
Yeah, we're talking
And
about luchadors.
yeah, well, we were also talking about tag teams.
Yeah.
DIY the Creeds. You got Street Profits starting to draw now. I'm starting to get out of it because there ain't that many more. You know what I'm saying? There's
Mm.
not that many more teams. So what are you going to do to really bump those guys up and make them okay? You got to go through some people.
Maybe bring up some of the tag teams from NXT.
Well, if you bring up the tag teams from NXT, what do you got in NXT? You now got nothing in NXT. It's I really think that the division is too small for two separate titles.
Mm.
Um, and that was my opinion as far as tag team division goes. Beer Temple is going to be a great venue for XWW. Yes, the Carolina Beer Temple was awesome, and it was a great show. The whole show was great. Oh man, Scott, how are you, buddy? Hope you were doing well. But dude, the craziness of it all. I can't wait for it to happen, but I'm not like don't rush it, you know, give it a couple of months. So, they had a face to face between Jey Uso and Gunther after Gunther zip tied him to the ring and made him watch his brother get bludgeoned to blood and blood smeared all over Gunther. I mean, I get it, but it would have made more sense for him to jump him and bludgeon him and zip tie him and then like smack him with the belt and then take the belt and just place the belt where he couldn't reach it or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I would have preferred. Yeah, I would have preferred that. I would have preferred that over just this emotional. The emotional back and forth could have been next week. They could have done that this coming Monday. But getting him, his comeuppance for his brother, that should have been today. That should have been this Monday, in my opinion.
Mm.
Um, and the New Day versus the War Raiders. Okay, so we got the War Raiders, and you got the New Day as two other tag teams. I forgot about both of them. That's awful, isn't it? That's just awful. But
I mean,
so they
it
ended up
was. Yeah,
they
I'm
ended up
liking the heel
defeating
turn
them.
here. Yeah.
No, I'm still not liking it. It's cool because they haven't. Kofi's never been a bad guy.
That's not
I don't
true.
think.
They started off as bad guys, sort of
Who?
heelish.
The
New
New
Day.
Day?
Well, yeah, it was before. Yeah, after it was before Kofi jumped in, I think. But still,
Nah, it was when it was all of them, and they were like some self righteous thing. But even then, during the self righteous uh, thing, everybody was still clapping because that was that
the hype.
chorus
Yeah,
music, the
yeah.
gospel music sound. Um, wasn't a bad wasn't a bad match, but in my opinion, it's one of those things where is this what we're getting at Mania? Because I feel like we need something bigger at
Yeah.
Mania for the tag titles. I really feel like we need something bigger. Uh, what do you think of Penta versus Dominic? Penta defeating Dom.
I mean, he wipes the floor out of him. It was pretty cool. The tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, that was pretty dope. Just seeing him kind of put it to Dom was fun. Oh, Brian says that New Day just doesn't work.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree with you. I am inclined to agree with you, Brian. I don't get it. Like it doesn't hit the same notes. But the New Day was stale.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been further ahead with um, Woods turning on Kofi
Mm-hmm.
and Big E being like Kofi's manager or whatever. I would have been further ahead with that.
Oh, man, they might go that route. Maybe.
I
Maybe.
mean, that's
It's
the
still,
route
still,
that they should
just
have
still some
gone.
time. Yeah.
I just don't know because I mean, like a solid one on one between Kofi and Woods, or I mean, it could be the way they're dragging out feuds right now. I mean, it could go for months. It'd be fine. Look at how long they've been dragging out Rhea and Liv and and Damian Priest and all that. I mean, that drug on forever. It was long feuds.
Yeah. I like the Penta one. Uh, and then like just the whole fallout afterwards was just all over the place.
Yeah, was
Carlito.
that spear, dude?
That
That
was
spear,
nasty.
that was
Nasty.
awesome.
And then his social media is like in Spanish, like like everybody's watching for my funeral later in the week after that spear. It was pretty funny. Uh, but yeah, that looked like it hurt.
Uh, all right, I don't think every feud needs 6 months, but
No,
I
he's
mean
saying that
some of the,
WWE thinks that every feud needs
well,
6 months.
right, but I don't know that every feud gets real 6 months. Is what I'm saying. Like the storyline with the New Day or the Judgment Day and Damien and Rhea and all this and Liv and everything. There was a lot of rotating parts there. So I felt like that made sense, but in the end, it did go on just a little too long. I still don't think it was bad. Oh man. Let's see here. I don't know about that. I don't know
Eh,
how it would have worked. I just don't know. But yeah, Balor standing tall with the belt at the end of that.
nice tease. Nice tease.
Hey, in all honesty, Balor versus Cody would be a fun match. I'm sorry. Finn Balor and Cody Rhodes would be fun. I'd be more down with that with um I'd be more down with that than we were a lot of the people that have been in the ring with him so far. I think it'd be a I
I
think it'd
think
be
that'd
a
be a
great
good.
match.
Yeah, him and Balor going at it.
Oh yeah, Cody and Balor. Um and then we got this this crap with Punk and Rollins in this favor, and now Rollins has a favor from Heyman, and I'm like, y'all can keep that part. I don't want that part. Like, we can get rid of that. We don't need that side, honestly.
So you think it's gonna be Rollins, Reigns, and Punk?
Oh, at Mania, that's the
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
That's main event night one for Mania. Main event night two is Cody and Cena. Um, here's my thing, and I already said it. I think that what Rollins place in that Mania main event, I think that that's Rollins' time to take the L. I think he's just there to take the pin.
You don't
And
think he's gonna join up with Heyman?
I think Rollins loses that match at
I
Mania.
can't
And
hear you. You cut
oh,
out.
did I? Oh, am I
Yeah,
back? Okay.
yeah.
I think that Rollins loses that match. I really do think Punk wins that match, but that starts the feud between Roman and Punk. We get 3 to 6 months of that. And dude, that's money. I'm sorry. That's your money right there. That's WWE's biggest bucks. Uh that's the two biggest box office attractions in the company. I really do like Cody Rhodes as a champion. He's a great champion for the company. That is still the not the biggest draw in the company.
I
To me,
That's true. Yeah.
the, to me, Roman Reigns and CM Punk is the draw for moving forward. Did I hear anything about a match with Roman and Punk at Backlash for a custody match? Winner gets Paul Heyman. No, I did not. But that would be funny.
Yeah.
Um, are we gonna reinvent the wheel and have it be on a pole or a ladder match with custody papers like they did with Dominic between Eddie and Ray?
I feel like that's been so like overly done. It's
It
a
was
running joke, but it's funny. Yeah.
it's definitely a running joke, but it was hilarious then and it's hilarious now. It was great. Um, always did enjoy that, and it's been made fun of so much. They made so much fun of it, man. Um, this is a good one, really good one. What do you think about Fatu getting the fan reaction? Has Solo been replaced? I'll be honest with you. I knew that Jacob Fatu was going to get something. I didn't know it was going to be this big. But let's see how long it lasts. Because Solo got a great reaction out the gate.
Hmm.
He really did. Is that going to hold true for the Samoan werewolf as well? I don't know.
I think he's on a roll, dude.
I do too. Jacob Fatu's a beast. There's no doubt about it. But
His mic work is just the rants he goes on, the physique, the energy. Like it's out there, and the fans are eating it up. I'm eating it up.
oh yeah, Who- what did he say? His one the other day when he was walking. I think he was walking towards the ring or from the back, and I think he had the other cats with him. I can't think of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Weren't they walking with him? I think they
Hmm.
was. Anyway, he was like something I smoke it.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
I like that whole clip.
The man is constantly dropping bars in his promos.
And it was money. It was so money. It was great, man. I loved it. I really thought it was fantastic. Um, he's not even 1 year in. He's got a title match at Mania.
Says a lot
Yes,
about says a lot about him.
I'm all gas, no
No
brakes.
breaks.
Yes, yes. It was hot. The whole thing was great. I wanted to take the clip and use it. Like I want to find a way to take the audio and dub over it. It was great. Or change the video for the audio. Yeah, all gas, no brakes with it. Yeah, that's what he kept saying. It was good. It was really good. Oh man. Let's see here. But that was the end of Raw, and then NXT was just we got Carolina boys in the main event on NXT. I think Solo's gonna turn on him. In all
Ooh,
honesty,
okay.
That's the direction I see that going. I see Solo turning on him because Solo as a babyface ain't hitting it. Nah, Jacob Fatu is a babyface hitting it. That's money. That's a license to print that. Um, but so NXT, man, listen, we had the Carolina Boys in the main. We had Dark State with Shakan Sugars versus Javon Evans and them. So it was like we just had Malachi Black and man, I can't remember his or no, it wasn't
It's
Malachi Black. Jay
Jay
Malachi,
Malachi.
my bad. Jay Malachi and man, what was his old ring name? Dang it. I done forgot his old ring name. And I've seen Lucky Ali. We
There
had
we go.
Lucky
Lucky Ali.
Ali and and Jay Malachi in the main event of NXT. Like, that's hot.
It's fantastic.
Is awesome. Um so definitely cool stuff. Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace and Jada Parker is a good matchup.
Yeah, it
I
was.
think I said I wanted to see that a couple of weeks ago.
You did, and here it is happening.
Right. You know, it just goes to show that people listen to this. A thunderstorm out here.
Yeah, we're getting some of it. And then let's see. Speaking of the women's, Julia takes out Stephanie Valcour. And then I'm kind of liking this ladder match qualifier. Soroka surprised me.
Dude, Soul Roca is fantastic. I have been a fan since she debuted. I always thought she was fantastic, and the more I see, the more I like. That finisher, the Soul Cutter,
Mm-hmm.
is sweet. What are you doing that's causing that shaking and
Oh,
clicking? Thanks.
sorry.
You're good. I was like, what is that? Because it was
People need
right
to
in
stop
my.
doing suicide dives. I've seen it get messy too many times.
I mean, eh. The culling defeating Hank and Tank. Okay. I didn't care about that. I really didn't care about that. Um, I almost didn't care about Braxium defeating Swipe Right.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I don't care about that at all. Frazier and Axiom. It was better against them two than it is teaming. I don't know, man. It
Ricky
just
Saints finally making some waves here.
oh yeah, Ricky Saints has a huge fallout happening over the title. But dude, what is gonna be I'm guessing or I'm trying to figure out what's gonna be
That's
the
a
match.
good conspiracy. That's a good comparison.
What? Yes. Yes, I agree. Oh, what's up? How are you?
Cody,
Oh man. I don't care about
aka Johnny Shores. It's a sure
yes.
thing.
Oh, it's always a sure thing.
But you're I don't know. Right now, I think the main thing out of NXT is the women's division. Um, I think it's been fantastic. Watching the setup for the North American Championship. It's kind of like, oh, who's it going to be? I'm trying to make my bracket. for that. And then for me, it's been just Javon Evans. Javon
Yes.
and Sugars kind of just doing their own thing, and seeing that escalate, I think is going to be, I think going forward is going to be their main story here for NXT. And Ricky
Oh,
Saints, you got Ricky Saints already starting stuff up off already as well.
right. So I think that they put him in NXT just to get a vibe for how he works as a performer and to get him into the WWE pace. He did not work the WWE pace. Now he's going to have to work the WWE pace. You know what I'm saying? There's a different pace in the match. There's a different cadence in the matches.
Mm-hmm. You're cutting out
Um,
again.
oh, I am, man. Look,
Mm.
my other headset will not connect to Bluetooth, so it's sitting here and I can't use it. I have yet to figure out what is going on. Try and download drivers or something. Um, I have not. I honest to God, have not had time to do much of anything. This week has been super hectic. It's like every day I get off from work and I've got to go run here, run there, run here, run there, and then like it'll be like um, I get off from work and then I got to go to the church for this on Monday. I got off from work on Tuesday. I had to go run and replace an appliance and haul appliance and all that. And then last night, oh, and then we did the podcast Tuesday night. Then Wednesday, it was like get down the road, go take care of some stuff real quick, run some errands, and then make it make it to church at 7 o'clock when mass starts at 7 or service starts at 7. It's like today I got home early, like I got home at 3 o'clock, and I literally didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
So so my daughter and I went and got her rabbit, and got the rabbit cage cleaned up, and and she's in there playing with Snowball now, and
No.
I yeah, Snowball's a little white albino bunny. Yeah, it's
Oh,
cool. Well, it's not little, dude. It's like 8 months old, but it's like that big. It's pretty big.
that's
It's
big money.
yeah. Um, did that, and then her and I sat back and watched a horror flick. So I had enough time to clean the rabbit cage, get the rabbit set up, and watch a horror movie with my kid before we do the show.
Oh,
And I still went outside and smoked a cigar.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Javon Evans and Sugars Lucky Ali working each other's past year brings back the memories of facing each other in Carolina. Yeah, exactly.
exactly. That's what we were talking about. That's exactly the comparison we were making. And then I'm not all that familiar with either of these ladies, but I have been trying to catch up on NXT because I've been out of the loop on NXT for a while. Um, Shortly after the last I guess transition is what we'll call it,
Mm-hmm.
when it like the color changes basically. Shortly after the last transition, I just stopped watching. But I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Izzy Dame and Ren Sinclair. Now I knew of Ren Sinclair. I had heard of her beforehand, but I didn't know who Izzy Dame was. So
Are you gonna try to keep watching, or
oh yeah, I'm gonna try to keep watching. Um, it's just it's weird, man. Dark State is Shaquan Sugars, Cutler James, and Dion Lennox going up against Oba Femi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans. It's just the sizes of these teams.
some big boys? Yeah,
Yeah, Trick is massive and Oba is huge.
him a big dude, him a big boy, beefy.
Yes, yes, he's a very big dude. And Trick, dude, Trick Williams is like, look at the physique on this guy. He has done some serious work on himself since coming
Mm-hmm.
in. Dude looks great. He looks like money. I mean, we all knew Carmelo Hayes was good and is good in the ring, but Carmelo Hayes ain't proven nothing on the main roster.
Mm,
Is that booking or is that show and tell? You know what I'm saying?
mm.
And I'm not trying to be negative. I like Carmelo Hayes, dude. I really do. I'm trying to be realistic. What do you think, man?
I tend to agree. I think there is something there still, though. Like
Okay.
there's a lot that they could work with. Um, and I feel like it's we're just kind of seeing the start. It's boiling over, especially with Javon. Kind of every match that he's on, he just keeps adding something else to that. And I think they're like trying to fan the flames here, um, for a complete feud. I mean, that might be the feud actually, Carmelo and Javon eventually.
Right. I mean, Carmelo and Javon would be good. Real good. But I don't know. I'm trying to find a place for or where it makes sense for Carmelo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find a spot that makes sense for him, and it's just I don't see it. Okay, so there's an XWW show Friday night, and I see this. However, I'm trying to see if
Maybe
I can get an actual
that's a
flyer.
possibility.
What?
That Trick does move up.
Yeah.
Christine says, "Get her rid of Hayes." Not
I
a Hayes
mean,
fan.
maybe going maybe it's possible. Maybe the next round of the draft. When's the next draft? I have no idea when the next draft is, but it's possible.
Anything else you want to get into, or it looks like you're probably setting up for our indie segment.
Yeah, I was working on the indie segment. Uh, did you want to touch on AEW
I
at all?
wasn't able to watch much, honestly.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I've
Well,
been wanting to, but as soon as I get home, I just been blah.
yeah, it's been rough. Yeah, I know XWW is coming to Lenny Boy. I'm trying to find. Uh,
XWW show, Lenny Boy. Yeah, that's what he's trying to set up. He's trying to get that ready.
yeah, I was trying to find the an actual single flyer instead of.
Because there's a lot going on. MATW has some that made a big announcement earlier today.
Yes.
Uh, so did Alpha Underground earlier this week. Um,
Yeah, and their Alpha Underground is looking for two general managers, one for each
one for,
show.
mm-hmm. And they have like 3 shows every month, so they're expanding.
Yep.
Uh,
They don't have a direct single flyer for this Friday coming up um at Lenny Boy, but you know Friday
oh, I
night
see what you're saying. They
XWW.
don't have a like an event flyer, but they have like separate for the card. I'm assuming.
Yes, they have individual, but they're not flyers either. They
Mm.
are videos.
Vignettes. Okay.
Every match has a live poster.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Right. I'm trying to get. Well, I was able to get this one. I got another one. No clue who that is. I've got that one. I'm not associated with that one. There isn't actually an event for um I don't have an event for XWW. Let's see here.
Sad face.
I'm trying to see if there's any other way to like find that because they have a bunch of them pre-created
Mm.
on Facebook. Like you can scroll through and hit interested or whatever. Oh, June 27th, August 8th, July 18th. Like it's all over the place. Um, but as far as having the just a match card, a poster, just a poster. Hey, YouTube, thank you for chiming in and have a good night. We're getting ready to do that indie thing where we talk about some local shows in our area, and then we'll be popping off of here as well.
Well, I guess while I'll just go. Like MATW is announcing they have a television deal up. It's something they've been going in the works for some time. They actually have a couple of shows coming up that will be taped for TV. So that has been the big announcement. I've even got asked, hey, this is probably going to be a big one that they want to come on for that. So we're most likely going to have them all come on and promoting that big event. Um, it's always a pleasure to have them on here. Then, as Ron did mention, as we kind of threw out there, Alpha Underground is looking for general managers for their two shows that they're having. They have like kind of a split brand that they have going on for Alpha Underground, like Limelight um, show that they're doing. So they have 3 consecutive shows coming up. I think we have those posters. They have those posters. Um, we do have their schedule, so be on the lookout for that. And then, yeah, just a lot of indie wrestling going on in and around the area. If you're in the Carolinas, you are the plethora of shows that go on. You're in luck because there's something usually going on almost every weekend.
Oh, 100%. There is so much going on. Um, there is another show that is May 31st. The flyer will be dropped Mania weekend, and we start advertising for that after the flyer gets dropped. But there's a show
Okay,
coming to Spartanburg, and it's a charity show.
nice.
So that will be May the 31st. There. Let's see here. Yeah, I was unable to get more. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is what is this? Is this something? Oh, that's already done. Yeah, I gotta clean the timeline. Yep.
Yeah, because that's already happened. Though they do have a couple shows coming up. That's already happened.
Oh,
I actually had them on. Wait,
cool.
was that?
March.
No.
Okay, we can keep
Oh,
those
yeah.
because those are year-long overlays. Those are fine, but everything else I've got to get rid of. What is this?
That was from the last show that they were on here.
Okay.
Uh, actually, that is their champ. Nate Burnham actually had to have to be seen by official Alpha Underground doctors to verify that he was cleared to actually enter the ring after that matchup. As the big story going on for Nate Burnham at the Alpha Underground. Uh, his contender's not really happy about it. He wants what is due to him, and that's the title for Alpha Underground. So that is going to be talked about once we get that info set up and go. It was a crazy match,
dude. Yeah, this is a little bit insane. Um, Alex Evans announced today that he is injured and must take some time off, and I don't believe he's going to make it to Insurgent Pro
for his show. No,
Wrestling. Yeah.
I don't think he is either. I
Well,
wish him the best and the best speedy recovery.
yes.
Because you want to make sure you are able to get back in the ring and do it safely, because we don't want that to hinder you for any future opportunities that you may have, because he is a amazing monster in the ring.
Oh, dude, he's a very humble guy, and he's
Great guy,
solid
real nice.
talent.
But until he gets in the ring, then it's a completely different person.
Well, yeah, I get that. See how much. Oh, this program doesn't want to piss me off tonight. Yay. Um, hey, when StreamYard wants to work for a change,
It works. It
I'm
works well,
impressed. No, it doesn't.
or not.
It's entirely too expensive for what they are. It's not that impressive. It doesn't do that good of a job. But anyway, look, let's talk about it. XWW Extreme Warfare, Saturday, April 19th. There, small bar in Matthews. So this is Stallings, North Carolina. It's a free show. Show starts at 4 p.m. on Saturday the 19th. So in other words, you can come and get your indie wrestling on, go home, and go check out Mania.
That's
So
awesome.
there's
Come
that
back in
one.
time just to watch the WrestleMania. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yep. There you go. Also on the 19th. That's you.
Yep. Fractured. You got Mike Mars, TDT, Tim, Tommy Okami, and that rascally rascal himself. It's going to be April 19th here at the Wright Memorial Event Center in Eden, North Carolina. I believe that's what I was trying to send you, is the fact that Tommy Okami may not make it to that, unfortunately. It looks like something has happened for that, but no, Fracture's still going to go on. Insurgents Pro Wrestling will try to figure out who's going to be in that matchup, but it's going to be a crazy, crazy night of wrestling in Eden, North Carolina. If you're in the area, definitely go and check it out. You don't want to miss that out.
Right. Let's see here.
That's not even all the matches. There's so many.
Oh,
That card is stacked, bro.
Yeah, there's a boatload of matches. I saw it trying to find the flyer. The other thing is that remember y'all, XWWB at Lenny Boy Brewing Friday night as well. I don't remember if they're doing. It's Cliff told us earlier. It's the 18th and the 19th, and then the 26th or 25th and 26th of this month. So doing back-to-back shows 2 weeks or for 2 weekends in a row. So 4 shows in 2 weekends. That wrestling company has a death wish.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for trying to. I couldn't ring announce that if I wanted to. It would hurt. And there's another show on the 19th as well. This one will be yours in just one moment. And see, the 19th, I can leave this one here for next week. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Hostility, as I was saying, Alpha Underground, American Lucha, and FWA Wrestling bring you Hostility, one of the many shows that they'll be doing this month, back to back, April 19th. You have Sean Cruz. You have Curtis T. Love with Reed, Kay Killa, Chris Gage, and New Benjamin Jaspers making their presence known April 19th at Burlington, North Carolina at the Lucha Dome. Don't want to miss out on that. Doors open at 1 p.m. Bell time is at 2. Front row tickets are $20. General admission is just 10. It's going to be a crazy weekend. This is just the beginning for Alpha Underground.
Very cool. PWA Pride Wrestling Alliance is back with Sinful Insanity. This is live Sunday, April 20th at the Sly Grog Lounge in Asheville, North Carolina. Bell time is 7 p.m., $15 to get in. This is unlike any wrestling show I've ever been to in my life. And it was a blast. I had a great time. I have never seen so much broken glass and light tubes and barbed wire in one place at one time.
I
I
wanted to be there for that. I got
I
asked if I,
BS you
yeah.
not. I BS you not. But
Mm.
it was a fantastic show. Uh, Great group of talent. Be sure you support them. That's you.
BWA The Holy Grail, another amazing show in Eden, North Carolina. It's going to be April 26th. Raven Havoc causing some havoc there. Atami Okami, Willy Nilly, and Morgan Dash are just some of the amazing talents that are going to show up there. And that's going to be in Eden, North Carolina. Front row tickets, $15. General admission, 10. It's going to be an awesome time. They work in tandem with Insurgents Pro, but they always put on a great show every single time.
Alrighty then. And once again, just to pop up that schedule, we're coming up on Friday, April 25th for the Waxhaw Cup. It's a one-night tournament going on in Waxhaw, North Carolina for XWW. And then 426 Wrestle Revolution 2025. That's at the Carolina Beer Temple. Live pay-per-view. 7 p.m. And look, tons of great opportunities to see, tons of great independent wrestling. Look, we got next one for Resistance is 5-3. And the next one for Hostility is 419.
We just showed the posters for that. Yep.
So there are no excuses for people to be sitting back and watching subpar wrestling or subpar entertainment or subpar anything. It's not hard to go. You just got to get in the car and go for a ride, and you can get some really good.
And you got to support. These are the stars of tomorrow because you never know, especially with WWE ID being a thing. You might be seeing the next up and coming WWE superstars.
Well, consider this. We already knew. We knew Lucky. We knew Malachi before they were on NXT. Now with the WWE ID, we've got Jackson Drake and we've got Super Sean Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, what are we doing? We got all the fun right here. We have some of the best talent in the country right here in the Carolinas. Some of the best shows right here in the Carolinas. Okay. It's loading.
Yeah.
April calendar flyer. What is the what is this something you made?
Sent you the XWW April flyer. Oh,
It's
I guess
it's
because you. Oh, all right.
it says message sent before device was added to this conversation. This message cannot be delivered. What? It's legit what it says. Hold on. Let me look at my Oh, okay. So gotcha. Friday, April 18th, Lenny Boy Brewing. Saturday, April 19th, Small Bar in Matthews. Friday, April 25th, Waxhaw Tap House. Saturday, April 26th, Carolina Beer Temple. There you go. I can already tell you I'm out on the last two. I won't be available. I know for sure I will not be available. And then I have no idea if I can make it to 18th or the 19th. I don't know. I do not know. Oh man,
That's a lot.
that is a lot. It is
And
a
that's not
whole
even
lot.
all of it that's going on. There's so many others in the area, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy, but I mean, it's not crazy if you want to attend. Look, it depends on what you want out of your shows. It really does. If you want to, if you want to see the same thing you're going to see everywhere else, pick a show, any show you want. Doesn't matter. You want something a little different, a little exciting, you might want to go where we tell you to go, because what the the caliber of talent, these guys have built some very different shows from every other product out there. And they've done it without saying, "Oh, if you work for me, you can't work for anybody else."
No,
They're still able to do that, and
it's share talent. Like MATW is a huge example of that because I see their
right,
talent all over the place.
right,
Um, Alpha Underground does that. I mean, if you're able to, have the talent on there, put on an awesome show. I mean, you're promoting not just them, but your own promotion as well. Everybody wins.
right, 100%. Uh, anyways, man, that's all I got.
That's all I
Guys,
got at the moment.
thank y'all for
um,
tuning in.
oh wait, I forgot to wear the shirt today. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Are
Give me a
you kidding
second.
me?
Shameless plug. Be right back.
Shameless.
Give me a second.
All right, well, hurry up. You said a second. Hurry up. Your second's over, guy. I've been tired since the show started, honestly.
The Lorenzo Lama Legion shirts are here.
Oh my god.
I have new merch. Lorenzo has new merch specifically for the MS Walk 2025. As you guys have been watching and know and seeing our post social medias, Miss Kate and I are going to be part of the MS Walk the first weekend in May. We're going to be in Richmond, as Miss Kate is a MS warrior. So that foundation, the MS Foundation, has helped me and Kate a lot when it comes to certain things that we need when it comes to medication and just necessities, just to make her comfortable, make sure she's all right when she's out and about. They've given us so much stuff that helps alleviate some of the pain and some of the stuff that she deals with on a daily basis. So she wanted to give back to that community. So she does have a link on her page that we've been sharing. If you do, you get to have one of these t-shirts. All the proceeds will be going to the donations for that towards that event. Also, if you do donate, we do have incentives. You have a chance to win a cool Lorenzo hat, or Little Lorenzo's or a Little Lorenzo package. You'll be put into a raffle for that to win that. But please definitely support Miss Kate for that. So if you want your own Lorenzo shirts, we are going to be also be doing a regular Nama Legion. So we'd really, really appreciate that.
Right on. All right, man. Uh well, that's it for the show tonight, folks. We hope you enjoyed, and definitely support the MS Walk if you can. Always try to look out for people. Take care of
Always.
yourselves and each other. Oh no, that was Springer's line, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't use that. He's dead now, right?
He's passed away. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought so. But the other guy's still alive. Maury? Yeah, Maury. Maury's still alive. Didn't he do the DNA thing?
Yeah, you are not the father.
Yeah. Yeah.
But on that note,
Yeah.
thank y'all for watching. Hit that like, hit the subscribe.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining us. And if you ever want to be on the know what's going on indie wise, always be here, tune in here for the Wrestling Wires. If there's anything else you guys want us to talk about, give us a message, shout it out to Ron and I, and we'll talk to you, see what we can do to have you on here to talk about everything wrestling.
Oh, most definitely. Now remember, next week is the Roundtable Rumble. Multiple podcasts are joining in, from what I have been told. So we'll see what happens. We'll see who shows up,
You never know.
and we'll see if there's new shows added to the Roundtable. But until that time, you guys take it easy. Enjoy everything. Enjoy wrestling. Watch it on TV. Go watch it in person. Just watch it, because you never know who you're going to see at the show. And if we don't see you, we will definitely see you
At the Indies.